Hey guys, Blarg here in a TvT on Metropolis. I'm casting it as a replay because I lag pretty hard while actually casting as I play, so that's no fun. And it screws me up a lot. And there's the risk of embarrassing myself. So today we're actually just gonna cast this TvT I had, I think, yesterday or the day before. It's nothing special, but I don't have any TvTs up, so I figured I'd throw this up there. So we're gonna go ahead and speed it up. I go pretty standard here.
Additional supply.
Yeah, the 9 depot, 12 racks. Over here we see he's getting his gas. Earlier than me, I should have gotten it as well. Scout him. I can't remember if I kill the SCV or not. It's always fun to do that. No, I don't. I'm also sick, so don't mind me. So I don't kill it, I think. No. Or yes, maybe I do. Yes, actually I do. So that's cool. That's a free kill. I pull back at that point. So what I'm aiming for in this game is to just... Actually, what I aim for in most of my TvTs is I try and get tanks and a quick contain so that they can't expand to their natural, or if they do, they have a hard time doing so, and then I just go crazy expanding. I leave those like 2 or 3 tanks that I have, I try and stop building them if I don't have to, and I go Sky Terran, which is pretty good against Terran. Good against the other races as well, but it's hard to actually tech to that. So I missed the Marine here. I don't think I ever knew about it. I'm going to take control of the towers. He didn't, so that's his bad. Actually, I think he tried to take this one at one point, but I positioned my Marine here so that I'd get a few extra shots before he actually got up the ramp. Getting my gas. I forgot this. Oh, here we go. He's also on 2 gas. He's getting a starport, as am I. We're both going sort of 1-1-1. I'm a little late on the reaction, but I'm only platinum. This guy was mid-platinum, I think, which explains why I beat him, because my TvT is really bad. And I know a lot of Terrans actually struggle with TvT. It's not an easy matchup, and it can be pretty exhausting with all the tank hopping, if that's what you go with. TvT, you try and basically just gain the advantage in air superiority by getting Vikings. And by getting Vikings, you have line of sight for your tanks to shoot at their tanks, and you just kind of hop back and forth, and it's a pretty long, exhausting, and deadly game. Without actually taking any damage because he was already hurt, and he was only moving to the ladder, not attacking. Ladder, tower, sorry. This guy did something that surprised me a little. I hadn't seen it in a while. As you can see, he's getting aliens. I have no idea about this. He's also getting a reactor on the starport. I don't get it right away because I can't actually afford the income on top of the tanks and siege tech. He scans it. He knows all about it. And he knows about my expansion too. But what he does is he gets Hellions, and yeah, he sees my expansion and figures he doesn't want to be put behind, and puts one down himself.
Ready to raise some hell.
Interestingly enough, he gets the blue flame upgrade, which you don't see much since the blue flame nerf patch. I mean, you do if you're going mech, but as just for using it for solely for drops, you hardly see it anymore. So we're gonna speed this up a bit again. We're still both on 1 base, 8 minutes in. I send out my first little push. It's got a Viking for the range, and I figure hopefully at this point he doesn't have too much. And I've got more incoming. Yeah. I don't actually bother getting medevacs because I don't plan on using the Marines for very long once I get battle cruisers and Ravens and Vikings. So here's the little drop that he does. He doesn't do it in the smoke, which is a bad choice, but it really doesn't matter because I can't see it. And I'm over here shooting at his stuff,
Our
and the next thing you
SCVs
know,
are under attack.
I'm losing SCVs. Thankfully I still have a tank in my base, one tank that can basically take on 4 enemies. I close that up and stop it. It's pretty close. Attacking the SCVs, I'm going to lose them, but I'm already sieging his base and he doesn't have a whole lot. Oh, sorry guys. He's got 1 tank, and he finished siege tech. He's not producing anything, supply depot. And he also has no Vikings, or he has 1. Although he's being very careful with it, because if he loses it, he has to rely on scans solely to actually stop us from doing any damage. Now he's just got Hellions going around the map. Okay. But it doesn't matter. He's gonna come in and it's gonna die off. He actually gets a kill. My Viking took some damage. I think it ran into the Marines, and his will just come over and probably kill mine. He's pumping out 2 at a time now, while I'm only just getting my reactor. Getting another factory because I'm not sure if I can just push in and win or if I'm going to need more tanks to keep up first. But at this point I've got a little contain, and he doesn't know a whole lot besides that I've actually gone out to my natural.
Ready to blunder.
And he's building back here. He's placing his 3rd, which I guess is a good idea if you have the extra minerals. I've got my tanks up here, and with the Vikings line of sight, I managed to kill these tanks before I actually, and I start causing damage to his workers and mules. That really sucks for him. That's his he has a lot of damage at this point, so he's just going to take mine. It is still damage, and he's going to move it just like that. You just wait a couple seconds and most players will position their tanks and they'll be in the middle of sieging. I push back because I can't hold that anymore without more Vikings. Once again, we're going to speed this up. I've got a random Viking here that I kind of forgot about for a little while, and now I'm taking my 3rd. He's going to lift this and bring it over here, which is smart, but you should always be scouting other mains and whatnot. Like, just send a Marine here and have a patrol between the 2, and a Marine here patrol between the 2, and you can assume that he'll take his 3rd, and with the towers you can see both gold, so you've got all the bases covered. And it's pretty cheap for just a Marine. He's doing the right thing, checking for expansions, seeing if he can harass. He scans my army, but I've got more stuff now. A lot of tanks and a few Vikings. He's got more Vikings than me, I think. No, he doesn't, but he will soon enough, I think, because I remember losing him. He's going in for some harass. Not much you can do and have. Good for me. I actually caught that. Cool. Not much he can do, and there's a siege tank there and a few Marines there. There's his Hellions. They completely missed this. He really should be taking this tower. That's his bad. Sorry about that. He did harass this, and he forced me to cancel it. But I don't care all that much. I'm getting an engine bay at some point, I think. Maybe. So that I can get planetaries. I start sieging my tanks. He has to keep using scans for his. But he's catching up in Vikings, and he's also producing more, and I'm not producing anything at the moment. Basically focusing on keeping him contained at the moment. I'm just getting my air upgrades. I got an SCV stuff there. Try and prevent that if you can. That was just unfortunate. Reminds me of Food War. I like to throw down 3-star ports at the same time. I've got a lot of minerals and gas. It'll come in handy